I'd like to introduce John Melner from Australia, and John has multiple sclerosis. Welcome, John.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Could you tell us about your story? What led you to being diagnosed with MS?
I started in 91. I got a numb leg where I went see my GP and had some tests done, and I was told I had MS. So it was a bit of a shock, but anyway.
Had you had any symptoms prior to that, or did it just
no.
come on suddenly?
No, just came on suddenly. Just numb leg. I recall a year earlier I had a numb leg and it went away as well, but didn't do anything about it, didn't think much of it.
Mm-hmm. So how did having MS affect your life? How old were you at the time?
Back then I was 24.
Okay.
And back then I suppose it didn't affect me then because I was still active in that, so I could do things. But as the years progressed, I sort of got into a wheelchair, and happened like that.
So before you had found LDN, what were all your symptoms then?
Sorry, what was that?
Before you found LDN, what were your symptoms? How had your MS advanced?
Well, it was only after I started taking LDN I noticed the difference. After 16 years of having normal relapses and then taking LDN, I could notice the difference in the relapses. Didn't have as many. The only hill what I'm doing at the moment, I suppose, is the lack of exercise, the muscle atrophy, because I'm in a wheelchair. That's the only downhill run I'm doing at the moment.
Okay. So how did you find LDN?
My wife was working in a restaurant, and I went to visit her. There was a fella in a so I saw him in a wheelchair, and we started talking, and he mentioned LDN, and he gave me some literature on it, and it was pretty interesting.
So did your own GP prescribe it for you?
Well, I went to the neurologist, and he prescribed it. I didn't have any problems. After that, ended up getting scripts from a GP. Ended up getting 50 milligram tablets so that I can compound my own, because it took a bit of experimenting to get the right dose. So this way gave me the opportunity to just experiment with doses to get the right amount.
Did you have any negative side effects when you first started?
The side effects, no, they're pretty right, except for the dreams. Other than that, there was a bit of numbness, heavy hands during the first couple of weeks of taking LDN. After that was okay.
So how long have you been taking it now?
4 years now.
And in the email you sent me, you said you called it your holy grail.
Yes. Because there's nothing out there really that matches the LDN. Like Capax not only works, well, don't know if it works, but the statistics say it works, but I know LDN is no different in how I feel, and so it's really something positive out of that drug that I know of, whereas the other ones is the statistics, which I don't know if it really works.
So what would you say LDN has done to help you?
Well, it's got the relapses, like mentioned earlier. Yeah, well, like I said earlier, like after some years of having normal relapses and then going on to LDN, I can notice a difference.
No. I'll just stop you there. What I was trying to get from you, because this is going to be edited anyway, you know, other than being in a wheelchair, what are the symptoms that you had before you started LDN, and has LDN helped with those symptoms, other than stopping the progression? Has it done anything for you?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I suppose better bladder control.
Mm-hmm.
That's improved a lot. Yeah, what else? Yeah, it's positive there. It's just about bladder control, but other than that, yeah, and for the relapses, like I said.
Mm-hmm. Will you be continuing to take LDN?
Yeah, I'm still on LDN, and well, there's no harm in taking it. It's cheap, and it's got positive benefits.
And what would you say to other people with MS if they were thinking of trying LDN?
Oh, look, just give it a shot. It's cheap, and the only way to see these benefits is by trying it. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your story with us, John.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.